everyone. So we're back for part 2 of the videos. I realized for the last video we actually got cut off at the very end of the last song. So I'm going to read you the very final song that we are listening to decide what emotion it was going for. So this song, is it going for kind of a silly song or is it more worried and sad? So did that sound kind of silly or did it sound worried? I think it sounds pretty silly. Talking about walking on sunshine, talking about being silly and happy. All right, good work everyone. We are now going to go on to playing some percussion. So if you have a drum in your house, awesome, go and grab it. Otherwise, we can play percussion and play some drum noises on lots of different things. So if you need to pause the video, that is fine. And if you need to grab like a bucket, or even you can also do it on like your legs. You can clap along. You can tap on a table. You can tap on a pot or a pan, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm gonna grab my drum right here. So I'm gonna use a drum. All right. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do what's called pass the beat. So I am going to play the drum first, and what I'm going to do is that I am going to play the drum in a certain way, in a certain feeling. And I want for you to play back to me, and then let's try to decide how we think we're feeling with that one, okay? I'm going to start with, this. Your turn to play that same way. Go ahead. Awesome. Okay. How do we think that was feeling? I was trying to play happy. All right. Now we're going to try a different feeling. We're going to go for something very different, okay? Your turn. Okay. How was I playing? I was being scared. Did you see how I kind of pulled back from the drum and my face was kind of nervous looking? All right, let's do another one. Your turn. All right. Did you play it madly too? Because I was playing it pretty mad. Good. Let's do one final one. How was I playing it? Yeah, I was kind of sad. I was sad. Can you try playing it sad too? All right. So if you want, I would encourage you to try and play your drum or your percussive instrument, whatever you're using, to try to do some different emotions. So if you need to pause the video and try some different things, you can try things like sleepy or worried or excited or even something like apathetic, which is I don't care, something like that. I would encourage you to try to play all kinds of different things because it's a really fun exercise to try and like match some emotions with how you're playing instruments. All right, but we are going to go on to one final intervention, which is where we're going to keep talking about emotions, but I want for you to be able to take the job of filling in some things, okay? So we are going to start with this basic tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. I think everyone knows that one. But after we do the first round, we are going to fill it in with lots of other feelings that we might feel and some things that we might do when we're feeling those feelings. So we'll start with If You're Happy and You Know It, okay? If you're happy and you know it, give a smile. When you're happy, a lot of people like to smile. So let's try giving a good big smile. If you're happy and you know it, give a smile. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, give a smile. All right, now we're going to go on to sad. And I'm going to sing If You're Sad and You Know It, you might cry. But if there's another thing that might happen when you're sad, feel free to fill in with that one as well, okay? If you're sad and you know it, cry. If you're sad and you know it, you can cry. If you're sad and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're sad and you know it, then cry. Okay, now we're going to do mad. So from when I say mad, I'm going to say give a yell. Because I know when I get mad, I get a little bit tense and feel frustrated. So, but if you want to say something else like wiggle your fists or stomp your feet, whatever it might feel good to do when you're mad, I want you to do that right now, okay? If you're mad and you know it, give a yell. Ah! If you're mad and you know it, give a yell. Ah! If you're mad and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're mad and you know it, you can yell. Ah! Okay, let's do one more. How about if you're silly? If you're feeling silly. So I know when I feel silly, I like to break out into some dance moves. So we're going to do, if you're feeling silly, do some dance moves. But again, if you want to think of something else that you might do when you're silly, go ahead, okay? If you're silly and you know it, do a dance. If you're silly and you know it, do a dance. If you're silly and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're silly and you know it, do a dance. All right. Thank you everyone for singing along and doing your actions and movements as best you can. It's really important to be able to recognize emotions in songs and in other people. So if we can know how like we're feeling and what we like to do when we're mad or sad or happy or excited, that means it makes it all that much easier to recognize it in other people when they're doing those things. So that way we can have some empathy. We can understand what they're feeling and we can relate to them. All right, thank you everyone so much for joining me for music today. Let's sing the goodbye song.